All right, we are live. I just got the notification. We're gonna jump right into it. Turn on your notifications so you can catch the beginning. My name is G.
I'm Javon.
And this
Is
Console Babble.
yes, Console Babble.
Why? This is live, by the way. All right. Don't know what angle was on before. Well, let's do this again. Pretend like it's the first time. My name is G.
I'm Javon.
And this
Is
Console Babble.
That was
All
much
right.
better anyway. It was synchronized.
It was.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull up my notes. Dosa. Oh, he beat I Am Him this time.
Oh, what a shocker.
I'll get my notes up here. All right, Javon, did I text you the list?
No. You sent me that link for the
All right, I'll do it right now.
stand by, audience. I'm receiving a list.
And then we're gonna get into our weekly releases, as we do. Should have done this 2 minutes before the show, but that's all right.
Aha.
Here we go.
A list has been received.
All right, so first game coming out this week is December 6th, which I'm just gonna go ahead and look at a calendar. That is a Tuesday, as usual, for game releases. So December 6th on Tuesday, the first game we got is Divine Knockout.
Divine Knockout. And
There we
it's
go.
ready. Go.
Looks like Thor. I don't know if this is MCU Thor or if this is just...
Oh. I heard about this one. Apparently, this was a game before on some other platform. But they basically are taking a whole bunch of, mythological beings.
Is it Valhalla?
Nah.
Okay.
No,
I meant Brawlhalla.
Nah, because it's like a 3D fighter. It's
I
not
know.
Yeah.
That's why you said it was based on another game. The animation and the art style looks a lot like Brawlhalla.
It does kind of look like Brawlhalla a little bit.
Yeah.
But Brawlhalla is like
Smash
2D,
Brothers.
2D sprites. Well, not sprites, but 2D hand drawn.
Okay.
But yeah, they're supposed to be like different mythological beings from different cultures.
Oh, so you might see like Egyptian gods
Yeah, something
with
like
like
that.
a Greek mythology with Norse and so on.
Yeah, and that's why it's called Divine Knockout.
Okay. DKO. All right. It's kind of like that scene in God, what was it? Thor, Love and Thunder, where they went to that one coliseum with like all the gods in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like that, but if they were all fighting,
Yeah.
basically.
I forgot what that place was called already, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you've seen Love and Thunder, you know what I'm referencing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the first game, and you'll see later on that this is actually, you're gonna get this game for free if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
We'll touch on that later.
All right, coming up next is your child's favorite game, Hello Neighbor 2. And that is going to be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC on December 6th as well, which is also Tuesday.
By the way, the previous game, if you could just go back one more time, I forgot to name the consoles it's coming out on. That's also coming out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. So it looks like everything but the Switch.
As usual.
Unless it's already on the Switch. But yeah, everything but the Switch. And then Hello Neighbor 2 is coming out. Just go ahead and repeat the consoles one more time for Hello Neighbor 2.
Yes. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
All right. And then into the next one. This is also December 6th. This is Sky, Children of the Light. And I believe that game company, they're called That Game Company, is the same company that did Journey, isn't it?
I don't know.
The art style definitely looks a lot like Journey.
Especially the environment.
Yeah, have you heard of this game, or have you seen trailers of it?
No.
So take a look at it. As you look at it, you'll see it looks a lot like Journey, and if you know the way Journey ends, it almost looks like the sequel to Journey. But yeah, this is called Sky, Children of the Light. It's coming out for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. That's it. 2 consoles. So if you have a PlayStation, you can continue the Journey. Journey wasn't exclusive, wasn't it?
No, it was on a whole bunch of different consoles.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there was a poem for it in God of War.
Never mind. Don't take away my PlayStation card.
I know God of War had a bunch of poems
I take that back.
based on all the exclusives, so it must have been exclusive. But yeah, this looks interesting. If you like Journey, you will most likely like this game. And yeah, this is coming out on Tuesday, December 6th. Go ahead. Chained Echoes.
What?
That's your game, Chained Echoes.
Well, I was supposed to say that, which is going to be releasing also for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch. Oh, Switch is included, and PC on December 8th, which is going to be a Thursday. Wait, is that a Thursday? That is a Thursday, yeah.
Is it? No, that's yeah, Thursday.
Yes, because the December 8th is also the date of the Game Awards.
Oh, is that the first night?
Yep.
Is it a multi-night thing?
Nah, usually it's just one night.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't know if they do like game boosts, like Summer Game Fest and all that stuff, or PAX West.
Okay.
But I know, like, as far as like the presentation of the awards and all that stuff, is gonna be Thursday night.
Okay.
And all those world premieres.
So you're gonna have to choose. It's gonna be a tough one. You either gotta watch the Game Awards,
You can play Chain Echoes and have the Game Awards in the background.
but then you're not paying attention. You gotta
Like
commit.
some of our viewers. Talking to you, Dowsif.
All right. Then next we got a PC game called what is this called? Crossfire Legion. This is for PC. This is also coming out the day of the Game Awards on December 8th. This looks like a RTS.
Definitely.
And we don't like those around here. So we'll make mention of it and move on very quickly to this much more exciting game. Remember I told you horror games are making a comeback?
Yeah, and they are. It's a horror
Check
game
this out.
renaissance. What in the
This
world?
is called Choo Choo Charlie. Look, this guy gets on the train. Whew, safe. Get on his Gatling gun.
What the what?
This is like if Thomas the Train was a horror.
I was just about to say that. If it has a Thomas the Train face on the front.
No, this is called Choo Choo Charlie. This is Charlie, not Thomas.
Oh my goodness, and you can upgrade your train? It's got RPG elements.
Now, this is also only on PC. And this is coming out the day after. So that's good. You could watch the Video Game Awards, and then right afterwards, the day after, you could play this game. Oh, there's a whole arsenal in that train. So what do you think of this?
Looks interesting.
Would you play this by yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't look scary. It looks, if anything, I'd be laughing at the fact there's a train with spider legs chasing
Yeah. What's the point of being a train if he's got spider legs? He's not going to be on the tracks. He doesn't get to take advantage of the tracks. This guy doesn't know what's going on. He's like, there's a what? Anyway, next after that, also on Friday, we got Dragon Quest Treasures
Exclusive.
for the Switch. The Switch gets a game this week. There you go. No, but I don't have much to add to that. You got Dragon Quest coming out Friday, December 9th on the Nintendo Switch. He's holding up the box like Link from Legend of Zelda. All right, I guess that's all for releases. Only 7 games coming out this week. Oh yeah, go ahead to that last tab. These are the free games. So there goes DKO, the Divine Knockout. This will be coming, what was the date? December 6th. So this will be available Tuesday. Also, you're getting the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yo,
Boom.
if you have PlayStation Plus, play that game. I'm telling you, if you've never played Mass Effect, play it. It's free if you have PlayStation Plus. It's not free if you don't. So
Yeah. And this is a trilogy.
Yes, you get all 3 games. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. They're upscaled to 4K. Well, and actually, they're not even upscaled. They're native 4K. All the assets are redone. All
And you got Star Fox Remastered.
Oh, Biomutant, which I'm not gonna knock it. I saw reviews on the game. It was hype for the game when it was announced, but it didn't get really good reviews. But I try not to let reviews influence me. I try to go in with an open mind and try the game for myself. Like, for instance, Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, I heard it got some bad reviews, mostly on stream. People saying it was too, what was the word they used? Too stuttery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
so what was your
mostly
experience?
Mostly on PC. On PlayStation 5, it's fine.
Okay, so
It
you played
is
it on
absolutely
PS5?
fine. Yeah.
Okay, AAA?
Yeah.
No,
But
no game-breaking glitches?
no.
Okay.
Well, it did crash on me once, but that was after like 5 or 6 hours of playing. I had one crash and that was it. Other than that,
you were probably happy. You got to take a breath.
Yeah, well, first I was like, oh, this is probably a sign from the man up above that I need to get up and do something. Stop wasting my whole day on this game. But yeah.
And then you're like, nah, it's just a bug.
Yeah.
Kept playing.
Yeah, but you know, if you guys watch game reviews and you know everybody's like, "Oh, this game's terrible," you know, go into it with your. If you think the game looks cool to you, and you be surprised, you might actually like it. So I think Callisto Protocol is one of the best games on the PlayStation this year, in my opinion. Even though it's really short.
How is it compared to God of War?
2 different beasts.
Okay.
I think
Two great games.
Yeah, 2 great games. But definitely, as far as the themes and all that stuff, 2 different. Because you know, Callisto is mainly just horror. I would say it's like an action horror game.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's just horror. It's like action horror. But you know, God of War is like action story driven, which Callisto is not much story.
With some emotional beats.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite parts of the game. The father and son moments.
Callisto has some emotional beats. Not as deep as God of War, but it's got some stuff in there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Callisto Protocols is on my list, but I'm not gonna bother and buy it right now because
Too much stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish God of War, which is on the top of my list, and then
got to squad up with the boys.
Yeah. I heard I Am Him. I heard you was on last night or the night before, so I'm gonna squad up with you guys eventually one day.
Yeah, we'll all get together at some point.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead on to our first topic, which is exciting for me. Naughty Dog have changed all their social media profiles with the brand new logo.
Icy logo.
Icy. Now, I kind of went into the tweets to see what it could be, see what people's guesses were. Somebody thinks maybe it's just a shout out to God of War. It's a very wintry game.
Which, yeah, you could see that with Ragnarok.
Thimble Winter or whatever.
Fimble Winter.
Fimble?
Yeah.
And but that game's been out for a few weeks, so it's kind of late to all of a sudden now be like, hey, we like God of War.
Yeah.
Maybe they all had to play it first after they beat it, and they're like, okay, it's a good game now. No, I don't think that's what's happening. So there's the Video Game Awards, which is a big time for big announcements. Was it not the Video Game Awards last year where Neil Druckmann came out and revealed that they're doing the multiplayer that's going to be huge, and he showed that little concept art
For factions?
Yeah.
I think that was for The Last of Us Day.
No, that wasn't The Last of Us Day. It was a different event.
It was?
Yeah.
I don't remember him doing it at
where he showed that little. It wasn't even a clip from the game or anything. Like, there's so little to show. He just showed a concept art, like the ones you would normally see in those little booklets.
Yeah.
When you pre-order.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you exactly when that was.
Anyway, that was I believe it was about a year ago. It was definitely 2022. If I have to go back and look it up, double check, but I believe it was the Video Game Awards. But here we are again, Video Game Awards.
On the horizon.
On the horizon, and I believe that maybe they have a big announcement. That second image, if you click on that second image here, they're showing a teaser to what the second game could possibly be about, maybe a fantasy game. And they've done this in the past with the first The Last of Us, where if you walk into the bathroom... No. It was actually Uncharted. Uncharted 3 in that bar fight. There was a newspaper on the bar, and it says deadly virus wipes out or fills up hospitals or something like that. And then later on, it was announced that they're working on The Last of Us. So they tease games within other games. Another example is Uncharted 4. And they had the poster of The Last of Us 2 before The Last of Us 2 was announced. But it was called like American Daughters or something like that.
Something unrelated, but related.
But everyone who knows The Last of Us was like, oh, this is a poster for The Last of Us. And everyone thought you're going to play as Ellie's mom or something like it's going to be like a prequel or something like that. So it's something they've done in the past. They always hint at their games within other games. So their next project could be sci-fi or fantasy. If you click on that image again, you see like unicorns. And what else do we see in there?
I don't know if that's like a woman or a guy.
Lots of
in
women.
front of a dragon.
So could be a female lead for their next game.
Could be My Little Pony. Who knows?
Anyway, we'll see. I'm excited to hear anything from Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
They're definitely my favorite game studio. Anything that comes out of them, I know is going to be quality. I know the story is going to be great. The gameplay is going to be great. So just the thought that they may announce something is very exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think? You have any thoughts on this?
I'm just curious to know if it's going to be like if they're going to try something new, like with a new IP, or if they're going to
be a sequel.
Make a sequel or something to one of their existing IPs. I would be open to a new IP.
Yeah.
For them to start something new.
Yeah.
Me too. I think it's about time for them to do another one.
Yeah, I don't like when companies like overdo it with the sequels.
Yeah.
It's better to have newer.
Oh.
Right. Like Pixar did for a while. Pixar for a while they just kept coming out with new ones. And it's like once they started doing sequels, it's kind of when they still make quality movies.
Yeah.
But some of the weaker movies have been the sequels. So I feel like the same thing can happen with video games. But there's still stories. I feel like there's still stories left to be told with the Last of Us universe. Uncharted, they could leave that alone.
Yeah,
I'm happy with how.
I mean, they made it seem like they're gonna do something more with
Sam.
Yeah, Sam and Chloe and what is the other Nadine? Yeah.
Yeah, Nadine, Chloe.
The way that
even Sully seemed like he was down for more adventures.
Yeah. Was it Lost Legacy?
But he's old. Like he's in his 60s. Can't be running around on rooftops with Sam and you know.
I mean, if you think about it, in the beginning it was Drake and it was Sully and Elena. Mm-hmm. It was those three. Then of course Chloe just kind of got introduced in the middle of that. Yeah. But now it's kind of like a new trio where you got Chloe, Nadine, and Sam. So necessarily you don't really need Sully. He could cameo, but he doesn't have to like carry the game.
I'm sorry, we just got a spam comment talking about find girls. Oh, blah blah. Why do they keep finding our stream? Jeez. I went ahead and reported it. Thank you, Dowsif. Yeah, I went ahead and banned him.
He said, "Yo, ban the bot." They be coming after us, man.
Yeah. How come they need to send some people over this way instead of sending bots?
Yeah. This is totally unrelated, but we're getting a lot of those robocalls at my job. But anyway.
Anyway, yeah, Naughty Dog could be an announcement. I guess we'll find out for sure December 8th. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. The next topic is actually some local news that...
What?
some somewhat local news. It's
I was
Durham,
gonna say
Durham, North Carolina.
From here?
No. They started a esports bar. So, there's all these sports bars.
Yeah.
You walk in, they have basketball and all the sports playing. So go ahead and hit play. This guy will explain it. And turn up the volume for the computer. You got to unmute it. No, from the computer. You got to unmute the video.
I'm the inspiration for a first here in North Carolina. So much so that North Carolina cities and colleges, as you saw,
You can turn it up a little bit.
And it has become the inspiration.
Check out the founder, though.
Bar in downtown Durham.
By all means, this looks like your typical bar, from the drinks to the menus to the big TVs. However, Glenn Swan, the owner here at Bad Machines in downtown
Seen the owner?
Durham, says
Yeah.
there's a big, unique
It looks like the Joker if he started a business.
No one's doing that right now, especially in sporting. We have sports bars all
Bad
around.
Machine.
So, we're different, unique, because we're covering electronic sports like Fortnite, Call of Duty.
Instead of your typical basketball or football game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would like to go there.
Folks who come out watch video gamers compete against each other. This week, Swan opened Bad Machines Esports Bar. He says it's the first esports bar in the state.
We want to cultivate more of a
So I go to
lounge area.
I go to Durham and stuff to visit my some family I have over there. So next time I'm over there, maybe I'll stop by and
Check it out.
yeah. It's not much of a trip for us. Are you ever in North Carolina?
Triangle in September.
Nah, last time I was there, it was for a conference for my job.
Okay.
And that was years ago.
Doesn't happen very frequently.
Nah.
Well, my family's your family, so maybe we could both make a trip out there, visit some family, and then check out the sports bar, the esports bar.
What they say, my friends are your friends?
Also, side note, if y'all one of them guys I've been talking about, one day I'm going to start a business, just check out this dude. There's no reason you shouldn't start a business. If this guy started an esports bar, started something original, anybody could do it.
That's true.
Swan says they are planning to do shows and bring in professional gamers so fans can see them up close. He also told us they're open to
See them
feedback
up
so they
close.
can help continue to grow
Not
the
see them in
esports.
person. Up close makes it seem like they just want to touch him.
This winter.
Want to see them up close.
I get to touch Sonic Fox.
Is that Ninja? Is his hair really blue? All right, let's go ahead. There's an esports bar. So if you guys are, Dowsup said he got some extended family in Raleigh. Yeah, check it out. Raleigh, Durham is basically the same county, same city.
Oh, yeah,
check-
Dowsup, on what side? No, I'm just joking.
All right, Do Not Open. This is a new horror game. There's plenty of horror games. This will make its way to the VR2. So if anybody has pre-ordered the VR2, you can look forward to this game making its way there in 2023. Go ahead to the next tab, and this is kind of what the game looks like. Have you heard of this game?
Not until today.
Okay. Me either. But it looks like it's trying to fill in. What was that game that came out? That was like the best horror game, especially for VR.
Resident Evil?
Was it Resident Evil?
As far as I know, Resident Evil 7 was
There's this one game where you're walking down the hallway and PT.
and that was a demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did PT stand for again?
Playable teaser.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what game was it? It was based on a franchise that exists, right?
It was kind of like a demo for a possible Silent Hill
Silent
to
Hill.
be done by Kojima.
Because it's called Silent Hill PT.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I feel because that demo came out, everybody loved it, and then it was gone. You couldn't download it again.
Yeah,
Like,
that
if you
was
had it,
'cause
you
of-
had it.
That was because of some fallout with Konami and Kojima. That's
Okay.
why Kojima's got his own independent studio now. But that IP, Silent Hill, is part of Konami, so he can't really do nothing with that anymore. So
Oh, man.
that just kind of fell to the wayside. But it's crazy because that demo to this day is still one of the scariest things I've ever played on a game console.
Maybe a gap because a lot of people like that game, like the demo.
Maybe. Or it depends on how exactly how the gameplay is supposed to play out, what they're trying to do with it. Because there's a lot of first-person horror games, but they're different. Some of them are like different in what they try to do. You know, some games you can actually attack the monsters or ghosts or whatever, and then there's other games where it's just like you're just there to experience the horror. You're not really there to, you know, fight the demons or whatever. So it all depends on. They said it's supposed to be like some kind of escape room VR game.
Yeah, that wasn't a description.
Yeah.
So maybe the goal is not to fight the monsters, although I'm sure there is a mechanic you can use to defend yourself or, you know, keep them back. But the goal of the game, it looks like, will be to get out of the house. All right. Well, this looks interesting to you. Oh, side note, when I was when I was looking up the trailer for this, I typed in "do not open." The very first result was "do not buy." It said "do not buy, do not open." So I guess somebody
The game is broken,
Yeah, the game is broken. Yeah, do not buy, do not open. The game is broken.
and he ain't joking. No.
So it is out, and looks like at least one of the reviews is not so great. So I guess we'll maybe check out a few more reviews and see if it's worth the money. If you're skeptical, maybe wait till there's a sale or something like that, which will happen if the game is terrible.
I think it's gonna happen just based off of the fact that nobody really knows that this game's out.
Yeah, then
It's
people will
gonna
hear
drop
about
in
it.
price.
But
I wonder how much
it's
it
discounted.
wonder how much it costs. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. While you look it up, we'll go on to the next topic. Actually, we cannot go on to the next topic because I need you to talk about this one.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Starship Troopers Extermination. Because it's based on the cult classic from 1997.
What?
Yeah. Well, let me know in the
Oh.
comments. Am I the only one?
It's only $25.
Oh, $25.
That's not much of a risk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like $70.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Oh, I Am Him says yes. So he definitely remembers it.
of course.
Okay. Well,
So
go ahead. Explain.
Starship Troopers is a science fiction movie that, as you see, came out in '97 or whatever. But it was basically about these people that get recruited into this army, and they have to fight this alien invasion. Well, I think they flew.
Is it happening on Earth?
No, I think they flew to like different planets to fight them or whatever. But it was this like alien bug race that was very deadly, and they had to basically get enlisted to go fight these.
He said it's a bug plant.
bug planet. I think he meant to say planet.
Oh, okay. Planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. It was a really good movie. They made some sequels. The sequels weren't really as good as the original.
Okay.
But yeah,
So should I go watch this movie then before the game comes out? It's officially coming. It's officially coming. It's not rumored.
I don't think it's. I mean, they didn't show any trailers or anything on it.
So this is all we have is this little poster.
No, I think there's more stuff on it, but I don't think there's a trailer.
Okay.
Then again, there might be.
I mean, 2023 is right around the corner.
Never mind. Announcement teaser.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's check out this teaser. Make it full screen.
Off-World Industries.
A Sony company, TriStar.
That's the movie studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Turn it up a little bit. Just leave it low.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I wonder, how did that look like in the 90s?
Oh man, it looked amazing.
Did it? Was it animatronics or something?
Nah.
What happened? That's it? Oh, it's only 30 seconds.
Well, it did say it was a teaser.
Okay. That's all right. I just thought we missed something.
Tease. Yeah, and the deaths in the movie were very graphic. So I wonder how that's gonna. Well, being that this is a first-person shooter, I can't see how they're gonna.
Be super graphic.
Yeah, especially with it being a squad-based thing.
Maybe every time it's like a Call of Duty when someone executes you and it zooms out and becomes third person.
Yeah, maybe.
That could happen.
Especially if it's squad-based, they always do that kind of revival mechanic. Oh,
Yeah.
come over here and revive your squad mate. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what this turns into just because I really love Starship Troopers. I was very fascinated with it when it was out.
Okay.
Watched it multiple times.
Well, I'm gonna add that to my list of movies. See, it's easier for me to watch a movie because while I'm eating, I could watch.
Yeah.
You can't play games while you're eating.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Especially games these days. Everything's so connected online, and
Yeah.
I can't pause it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like pausing games is like
Thing of
not
the
really a
past.
thing anymore.
Yeah. That just happened this morning.
Oh man.
Just pause it. Because I'm like, I can't. I have to finish.
Were you in a Call of Duty match?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead on to the next one. We'll keep an eye out for that one sometime in 2023 for
Oh no, that's for Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead to the next topic.
Continue.
Now this is from Japan. See, we dig deep for you guys. We went all the way to the Japanese websites. Go ahead and move down a little bit. This is called Mocapi or Mocapi.
Mocapa.
Mocap.
Mocapi.
Mo copies. We need Mo copies. Go ahead and hit play. So there's basically a mocap like tracking without any other equipment needed other than these.
Without the whole studio cameras all over the place.
Yeah. And there's no outside in tracking. So you got one on your waist, two on the arms, two on the feet, one on the head. And then you can control your little avatar.
And you can turn yourself into a waifu.
Now, this says it's a game changer for VTubers. So for virtual YouTubers.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, when I first saw this, because it's made by Sony, I thought this was going to be an accessory for the VR. So they could track your movement. So hopefully, if it's not already, hopefully this will be a way of tracking movement in the future. And hopefully it's not too expensive because, you know, the VR headset's already...
I think somehow.
I don't see why not. Especially for like VR chat and those sorts of like social things.
Yeah.
Where you're just like sitting,
Or
hanging out.
PlayStation Home.
Yes.
No.
I really want... PlayStation Home was ahead of... PlayStation Home was like the very first metaverse.
Yeah, it really was.
And now everyone's trying to come out with a metaverse. And PlayStation's like... like, bro, come back with the PlayStation Home. Like, you had something... You got rid of it. Now's the time, like, to make a comeback.
PlayStation Home was so awesome.
Become
I can't
the
believe
anime.
I PlayStation Home to watch E3.
Oh yeah, I remember
That
that.
was a thing.
But the only thing I really was looking forward to that I never actually did was like inviting people over to your house
Oh yeah.
and then like watching stuff on your TV. Because on the TV you could play videos that are on your PlayStation. Like if you have a flash drive in there,
Oh yeah.
you could play like your MP4 files. So I was like, bro, we could like have people over and we could all watch a movie that I downloaded. And you know, you can press square to make the screen like your TV full screen. You know, so you walk up to press square. I was like, bro, we could just all like watch this movie together. That would be so cool.
I love doing all the other stuff in there though, like with the bowling and
Yeah, and they had like when Uncharted came out, they had like a Uncharted area, like
Yeah.
Uncharted themed area.
Yeah,
They
it
did
was
that for a
themed
lot of
stuff.
different games, and they had like the mini games in there that
Yeah.
were based around that game. Man, this is the time for that.
Come on,
every-
PlayStation.
Now everybody has like the headphones. Everybody has the controller with the mic built in.
Yep.
Like now,
All that social stuff.
all the social stuff.
Yeah.
Before y'all had that accessory you had to buy with the keyboard and stuff, and they had like the Bluetooth headset. Remember that?
Yeah, they also had the little headset that they used to. I think they stopped doing that after PlayStation 4 because PS5 doesn't do that. Where you got that little dongle, one earbud headset in the box with the controller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was PlayStation 4.
Yeah, they did it. Did they do that with PS3?
PS3 had this really cool like one ear like Bluetooth.
Oh yeah. And they had the long little back when the Bluetooths had
Yeah.
the long
that would stick out towards your mouth.
yeah.
And then if you had to charge it, it had a charging dock and it would become a speaker, so you could still
Oh,
use it
wow.
while it's charging.
I can't remember if I had that or not. I don't think I.
With my phone also, because it was just Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Mocappy. This is but this came out on like a Japanese website. I haven't seen anything about it on any American website, so I don't know. Maybe they'll announce it soon in the U.S.
But we did see it on another American website that Elon Musk owns. Anyway.
He can't tell them our secrets. That's not true. We were just browsing around Japanese websites.
Yeah, why not?
We should just every once in a while we check out Sony Japan, make sure nothing interesting is going on there.
Read the kanji, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead to the next topic. All right, PlayStation Tournaments launches today. What is today?
November 29th.
Okay.
So it's been live already.
Yep. For about a week now. But it's going on until January 31st. So until the first month of 2023. And go ahead. You can find this on your dashboard, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
on
for
your-
PS5 and PS4.
It'll be on your cross media bar on the did they call it that for the PS5 too?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well on the PlayStation 4, it's on your cross media bar. On the PS5, I'll just say it's on the PlayStation 5 dashboard.
Menu.
Yeah. And it's very obvious. Like it's a big white square background with says PlayStation.
Scroll down
Tournaments
just a
on
little
it.
bit.
Kind of looks
Right
like
there?
that.
Yeah. PlayStation Tournaments.
And yeah, you click on it on your PlayStation, and it lets you know what games they're running. I think when I looked at it last, it was Guilty Gear Strive, FIFA 23,
Okay.
and Gran Turismo 7.
I'm sure FIFA 23 is going to be really popular right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
already a popular game, and then on top of that, we got the World Cup going on.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
there's a lot of people, especially in the fighting game community, that I'm pretty sure are jumping all over that tournament with Guilty Gear Strive, and then you have Gran Turismo. There's so many people are like, "Oh man, I'm so great at this game at racing," and they're like, "What? I get to win cash if I win tournaments." These are not just like, "Oh man, I get to brag," bragging rights. No, you actually get to win money if you win, and
or at least prizes.
yeah, they actually show your gamer tag on a bracket. So depending on where you place or if you win, you'll see your gamer tag actually move along the bracket, and you'll see who you're going up against next in that particular game. And yeah, I think it's very cool that they're doing that. It's like an incentive to show your skill on a game that you're really good at. I've always wanted to be in a tournament where, if it was a game.
And these games are online.
Yeah.
So there's no need to show up to a place.
Yeah, you don't have to use your gas, drive out of state, drive to the nearest city that has this tournament for that game. You can just log on to your PlayStation, go to PlayStation Tournaments, and if it's a game that you're good at and you feel like you can mop up the competition, this is your chance.
Yep. So yeah, check that out. You got all the way until January 31st. Hopefully some game will pop up that you're really good at, or at least want to give it a shot and see how far along you can go.
I'm telling you right now, if they pop up with Dead or Alive, I'm in there all day. I can't wait till Dead or Alive pops up on there.
I got to tell Brian, he doesn't have a PlayStation. He went with Xbox. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is just a little quick little topic for us. We just thought it'd be interesting to if you were somebody who plays Kingdom Hearts at all, you'd be interesting to know that the voice actors for Mario and Luigi share the same Japanese voice actors as Riku and Yozora from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay.
So
See, I didn't understand this tweet because I was trying to figure out what VA is, and the only thing I could think of is Virginia.
yeah. Japanese Virginia. What?
Oh, this doesn't make any sense.
There's so many of those restaurants. What does he mean? Yeah, but that's just something a little quick and interesting, a little Easter egg, if you will.
All right.
Nothing too deep into that, but if you like Kingdom Hearts, you'll recognize the voice, but nobody here is going to be watching Mario in Japanese. So
Now I'm kind of interested to hear what Super Mario is in Japanese.
I'm pretty sure it's on the trailer. Because then they released the trailer in all the different languages, right?
You talking about for the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, for the movie. You're not talking about for the game.
No. It's for the movie.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I did hear him then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched all the different the back-to-back of all the different countries.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Let's get to the next one. Sony assigned over 150 employees. So what happened was, and we talked about this before.
The last episode.
Was it the last episode?
I think it was. Or it might have been before that.
I think it was like 2 before.
I'm losing track.
well, we brought it up that Sony helped them with the mocap studio and stuff. But now that the game released and some people have beaten it, they noticed when the credits rolled that there was over 150 different employees listed under Sony. So they were a lot more hands-on and contributed a lot more help than people thought, or than even the articles were mentioning.
Yeah, because before when we talked about it, the only information we had is that they allowed them to use their studio, their mocap studio.
Right.
And they provided some of the technology.
So we assumed they brought on their own employees.
Yeah.
But that studio, I guess, came with a staff that knew how to operate the studio.
Yeah, but apparently it wasn't just the staff for that studio. They also helped with the game development as far as like art assets and all that stuff.
Oh, I Am Him says it was last episode. Okay.
Thank you, I Am Him. The caffeine is getting to me. But yeah, so they actually aided a lot with the development of the game, which is interesting because which version of the game runs the best? The PlayStation version. I wonder why.
Not the PC.
Nope. Or the Xbox.
150 employees were up to.
Yeah, they were in the background like, oh, I'm gonna code this.
Yes, so that it runs terribly on every other console. Don't worry. You don't have to pay for the studio. No, it's all good. It's all good. We got you.
They're like peeking in on their cubicle. How's the Xbox one coming along? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
It's
don't worry
fine.
about
It'll be just fine.
It's all going according to plan.
Anyway, it could be true. But shout out to Sony for letting them use the studio. Still not sure what the incentive is, because this is not an exclusive, unless, like you said, they want to have some kind of partnership with them in the future.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they're just trying to
build that relationship. So
early,
they can get, some kind of maybe exclusive DLC packs or something, because they do have an exclusive DLC with PlayStation for a retro or something like that. That's not on the PC version or the Xbox version. So they have little caveats here and there exclusively with PlayStation, which makes sense with the relationship of them helping develop the game. So,
scratch my back, I scratch your back type of thing.
Exactly.
All right. Let's go ahead to the next topic. Monster Hunter Rise coming to current gen consoles.
It's rising up in graphics.
So you go ahead and explain the significance of that.
Okay, so anybody who's ever played Monster Hunter, it pretty much had most of its run on Nintendo consoles. So everybody got excited back in, I believe it was 2016, when Monster Hunter World finally went next gen, so to speak, and it came to the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. Xbox One. And it was a very great game. Ended up being like the other ones on Nintendo. And then Nintendo, a couple years back, or it might have even been last year, released Monster Hunter Rise for the Switch. And that was supposed to be exclusive to the Switch because Monster Hunter World is not on the Switch. It's only on PS4 and Xbox One. So everybody thought that, that was going to be an exclusive thing, and Nintendo got its version. But now it's coming to
no longer
all the
exclusive.
current gen consoles. So it's like, oh, well, sorry, Nintendo. You thought you were special, but not anymore.
Only for a little while.
Yeah.
A timed special.
And now PlayStation 4 and Xbox is going to show you how it's done as far as frame rates and, and graphics.
So if you scroll down a little bit, right there, it says, it is said that Monster Hunter Rise will be a full 4K 60 port with 3D audio on current gen consoles. Does Xbox have 3D audio? I know that's a PlayStation thing.
No, that's only PlayStation.
Okay.
The other thing that this doesn't mention on there, of course, the one thing we love about the PlayStation 5 that really makes it feel like it is the next gen console is that DualSense controller.
Yeah.
There is no other console doing anything with their controller that makes it feel like you just stepped into the next gen. The Monster Hunter Rise 4 PS5 is gonna have, you know, like the haptic feedback,
Okay.
of course, and it's gonna have the
Yeah,
tension
dude, the
trigger
haptic
controls.
feedback. You know, I was talking to somebody that had the PlayStation, and I was like, how do you like the haptic feedback? He's like, oh, I always just go turn it off. I'm like, "Bro,
Why?
why?
You might as well play with your DualShock 4.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I know kids have turned it off because it's too hard for them to squeeze the trigger.
Oh, the tension triggers.
Right. So with some
depends on the
games
game.
like Call of Duty and stuff like
Yeah.
that, when you're trying to, so I guess certain guns have heavier triggers than others, and it's too much for a little kid to press it, which means they probably shouldn't be playing it. If you can't pull the trigger, you can't play the game.
It sounds like some kind of
Should be like a
anti-gun law advice or something. If you're not old enough to pull the trigger, you don't need this weapon. No,
but yeah, I can see kids turning it off. But if you're an adult and you're turning it off, you're missing out. That's just another layer of immersion.
Yeah,
that they're trying to give you.
and the my brain just went completely out. I don't know what I was about to say, but anyway, continue.
Somebody wants to know what's on my shirt.
What?
It's
Whoa.
Spider-Man. There you go.
Oh wait, that's X-Men. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. It's a 90s Spider-Man.
Excellent build, sir.
The animated series. That's the animated series Spider-Man from the 90s. If you weren't around in the 90s, you probably won't remember it.
Interesting.
All right, what else we got here?
Tekken.
Tekken 8.
Specifically, the 8th entry will be at the Game Awards. How do we know this? Well, what is that? Area? Arnold?
Go up.
Whoever that person's name is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently received a streamer package for the Game Awards with Tekken 8. It says tune into the Game Awards live stream. And they specifically made the 8 on the 8th red, which means that there's going to be some kind of big reveal as far as Tekken 8. Now, we did get that.
Okay, yeah, it's December 8th, Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did get that reveal trailer on the last State of Play, I think it was, where they showed the world premiere of Tekken 8. And it looked like it was gameplay mixed with cinematics. The graphics look crazy. But it's supposed to be running on Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
one of the first games that's going to be released with that new engine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought Callisto Protocols. What is that running on?
Unreal Engine 4.
4?
Yeah.
And it looks like
it's
that?
on the latest build of Unreal Engine 4.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Either the latest or the last. I think they said it was Unreal Engine 4 4.27 was the exact build.
So like the latest version of
Yeah.
4. Why didn't they just use 5?
Probably because when they started developing it, I guess.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
it's a bit more complicated. But I heard you could just download
Yeah,
Unreal
they
Engine
said you
5
could just-
and knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not that simple.
Probably not.
Maybe
with
not,
all that.
not with a project that big.
All those new words, nanite and all that stuff. What's that? How do we do that?
Or maybe it's just too much to learn. Like the new software.
Yeah.
And they're already in development. They don't have time for people to learn a new software. They just need them to actually work on the game.
Yeah, well, that's why a lot of the studios are hiring new people that apparently are familiar with Unreal Engine 5 already to come
Okay.
on and help them. Like the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, they posted on their Twitter page that they're looking for employees that are familiar with Unreal Engine 5
Okay.
specifically so they can start work on the sequel to Cyberpunk 2077.
Naughty Dog uses their own like in-house engine, right?
That's a good question.
I don't think they
have
definitely
no
don't use
idea.
they don't definitely don't use Unreal. I think they built their
Yeah.
own engine from the ground up.
I've never heard of the name of their engine.
Yeah, I think it's just called
Which is
Naughty Dog
interesting.
probably.
I'm going to research that.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna look up
interesting
that
to
engine
know,
name.
like what did they use?
Yeah.
Because almost every other game that comes out is using Unreal.
Except for all of EA's games.
Okay.
because they use Frostbite.
Okay. Yeah.
Kojima Productions and Guerrilla Studios use something called I don't know, I forgot the name, but it's not Unreal.
Okay.
So, but there are a lot of games that use Unreal. Unreal's a versatile engine though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of great games are made from the Unreal Engine.
And it seems really accessible because a lot of YouTubers, there's a guy who does a series on YouTube where he'll take like app games and then make them like hyper realistic. Like he did like Flappy Birds, but it was like super realistic graphics. And he did like Among Us, but also with like really, really like super realistic graphics. But he uses Unreal Engine to like recreate these games. Yeah. With super high definition.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff made from that. I mean, people have recreated the first 5 or 6 hours of Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fully playable.
I've seen Mario 64 as well, recreated. With
Unreal.
Yeah. And that was way back like Unreal Engine like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And it looked really great even back then.
Looked amazing.
Yeah. Lots of little wet spots and reflections.
Ray trace reflections. Yeah. But yeah, Tekken 8 at the Game Awards.
Tekken 8 somehow led us to talking about ray tracing.
Yeah, apparently they're sending out medium-sized shirts. But anyway.
All right, go ahead. Next topic. Callisto Protocol. So they have, 6 months worth of content lined up for us?
Yeah, they got a pipeline of
all right.
upcoming content, which apparently is going to be starting on February 7th, 2023.
That's strange for me because it's not usually you see this kind of stuff like a season pass with a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And there's no multiplayer, right?
No. But I mean, I see season passes with other games that don't have multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Explain the benefit. Let's say you work for Callisto Protocol and you have to sell me on why the season pass is
I
a
work
good
for
value.
Striking Distance Studios, who's the developer for Callisto Protocol.
All right. Sorry, my hypothetical scenario was not accurate. Well, go ahead.
I work for the game. But yeah, basically, so the game's runtime is short. It's about like 10, 12 hours.
Okay.
You could beat it in one day, honestly. But yeah, so after you beat that game, you're probably thinking to yourself, what's left? What else am I going to do?
God of War.
Yeah, there's so much other
Modern
things I
Warfare
could
2.
play. There's nothing else to do with Callisto Protocol. I beat it and it's over. I could try the higher difficulty. They're going to add a harder difficulty mode and New Game Plus, which I think will be very beneficial because in the game there are some upgrades that you can get. But from my experience, you cannot get all those upgrades in one playthrough. So New Game Plus is going to be very beneficial because when you start that new game, you have all your previous
I feel like they
weapons.
do that on purpose.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that you do play the New Game Plus.
And I think it would have been nice if they had that right out the gate. But, I mean, it is technically a new studio. They probably didn't have a lot of time. They were trying to rush the project out the door.
Yeah.
They did mention before during development that they were crunching, which the head of the studio caught some flack for because upon in game development.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were probably rushing out the door. They didn't have time to implement New Game Plus, so they decided to do the season pass thing, which
Okay.
is free.
Well, if it's delaying the game or adding content to a season pass, well, how much is the season pass? Does it have a price?
It's free.
Oh, it's free.
Free for all players.
Oh, okay. New Game Plus. Well, okay.
As long as you own the game. Now,
So
if you-
if it's a free season pass or delay the game while they work on this stuff, I'll take the free season pass. Which is probably exactly what happened. Like you said, they didn't want to do crunch.
Yeah.
It's features like New Game Plus. Like you're only playing on it your first playthrough, so you don't need the New Game Plus on day one.
Yeah.
So they
Especially with all the other stuff that's out. Like, well, you know, depending on how your wallet is. You know what I mean? Maybe you buy the one game and you're like, you know what? I'm going to ride this one game out for 6 months. And that's all you play. And subscription services too. I mean, if you got PlayStation Plus or Game Pass, you're pretty much straight. You don't really need to buy anything.
Yeah. Especially if you didn't play the games immediately when they came out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the PlayStation Plus is stuff that's been out for a few years.
Yeah, that's what it's aimed at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, check it out. Season pass is coming out. That's free, so there's no debating on whether you're gonna get it. Just get it.
Yeah, man. And it's extra story content, skin bundles, and new game plus and hardcore mode. Which I'm probably not gonna play hardcore. But anyway.
All right, let's go ahead. Our next topic. Neon white.
Now, it would be okay if you didn't know what this was. All right, OG was saying earlier, he's like, what is this? But you'd be shocked. This is actually a Game of the Year contender. But it's basically a first-person shooter game that encourages speed running as far as the levels. Your goal is to get through the level as fast as possible. But the way that you actually attack and use things to get through the level faster and upgrade your weapons is through a card-based system. So when you would kill enemies, they would drop these cards. And depending on what that card was, the card would either have some kind of extra move to it, like you could dash with the card as an alternative function or whatever, but it also acts as a weapon. But anyway, the game's very popular. Apparently, it's going to be coming to PS5 and PS4 December 13th. I think it was exclusively on PC previously.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and look at those specs, that's pretty crazy. 120 hertz frame rate.
Which, honestly, if you see a gameplay video of the game running, you would see that 120 hertz is not unfathomable for this game because it's not demanding. It's not graphically intense.
Gyroscope aiming support.
Yeah.
I use that a lot on the Switch.
Yeah, we don't really think about that too much on the PlayStation though.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of games that use that right now.
And it's still there.
Yeah.
They made a big deal about it on the PS3.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
they
with
even
Uncharted
made a whole
1.
game around it called Lair with the dragon.
Okay.
That I never played.
Anyway, that's nice to have just to get that little bit of accuracy.
Yeah. But as you can see, as we keep, reiterating with the PS5, most of those features that they're advertising are from what? The controller.
Yeah. Yeah, the DualSense adaptive triggers, immersive controller haptics, and the gyroscope aiming. Does the Xbox controller not have a gyroscope?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And if it does, I haven't played any games on Xbox that use it.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't played any games on PlayStation 5 that use it either.
Me either.
Yeah, so this would be the first.
Yes, it's true.
But at least it's there.
Well,
it's an extra
that's not
tool.
entirely true. Have you played Astrobot?
I did, yeah.
That uses it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that uses a lot of the gyroscope stuff.
Yeah, you're right. I did use it.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that game. That game's really fun though, especially for it to be free and just come as like a controller demo.
It's a good turn off your brain game.
Yeah. To me, it's the gameplay and like the funness of it reminds me of Super Mario.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Astro could be
a fun little
PlayStation's
platform.
mascot. Right.
Yeah.
And it's challenging enough in some part.
Oh, and only my kids could play this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the part with the rocket ship where you had to use the thrusters.
Yeah,
like
they had some
that was kind of hard to like
decent puzzles.
navigate through. Yeah. That was a fun game. Definitely would recommend. But anyway, yeah. So Neon White coming to PlayStation 5 and 4. So they're going to be 120 hertz on the PlayStation 4.
No, that's why that's under PS5 specifically.
Oh, PS5 features. Okay, I'm like, dang. If that PS4 already sounds like a jet engine taking off.
Yeah.
When you try to
at 30 frames.
Yeah.
PS4 struggling, breathing in all that dust you ain't never blown out of it.
All right, that makes more sense. Yeah, it does say PS5 features. All right, well you got that to look forward to. All right, Sifu for some reason is getting a movie, which is puzzling to me because even though I haven't played the game, I understand the game mechanics. I watched you play it for a little bit. It seems like the mechanics is based around gameplay. That every time you die, you respawn, which is a video game thing, but then you respawn a little bit older, which is like a twist on the concept of like respawning in a game. How's that gonna... You played the game. Do you see how this would make a good movie?
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely translate to some kind of kung fu flick And
Is a story? Is there like a really deep story behind it, or would they have to really add a lot of?
there's like a thematic element to it.
Okay.
Where it's kind of like the game. When you're playing it at first, you get that sense of, okay, this is like a revenge story. Mm-hmm. You know, your master.
Don't spoil anything. I might play this on the Switch.
Oh, okay. Well, it was in the trailer, but
Carry on.
well, basically something happens and you go on a revenge quest through the game. But the theme kind of aims towards that, but then there's something that happens at the end that kind of opens up your mind to, okay, well, maybe it doesn't have to be about revenge. I could go about this a peaceful way. And then it has that replay value based off of that. So, yeah. But I think with the whole aging thing, I think it could translate well into a live action scenario. It kind of has that draw to it to where like, oh, well, this is just like any other kung fu flick. But then they're like, oh, no, this guy, when he dies, he gets older every time he dies. Like, oh, the mysticism. I don't know.
Yeah, but like dying and coming back to life is not really a thing in movies. Like when a character dies, you expect them to be dead. When you die in a video game, you expect to come back.
What about Marvel? Huh? How many times has Loki died and come back?
To be dead, it's supposed to be some big reveal when he comes back. When you die in a video game, it's not a big reveal that you respawned.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
What's his face didn't come back? Quicksilver.
Yeah, his death was permanent.
Yeah,
for some reason.
He had to make a new kick butt movie.
Anyway, Sifu. This is the guy who did the John Wick movie, and he's gonna be doing the Sifu movie.
What?
Is it Story Kitchen Gaming? It said something about John Wick in here. Derek Skolsky or something like that.
Oh, I saw it like towards the bottom a little bit. It's being described as
John Wick. There we go. Best known for creating the cultural phenomenon of John Wick.
Kolstad.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we talked about this in a different article.
No, what happened was the guy who did the John Wick movie wants to do a John Wick video game. And then he said, well, since I'm making my movie into a game, let me take one of these games and make them into a movie.
Ah, okay.
That's probably what happened.
Interesting.
All right, let's go ahead. Next story. Indiana Jones is a bucket list dream for Bethesda director. So he really wants to make an Indiana Jones game. I would just say they've already made an Indiana Jones game. They made 4 of them. They're called Uncharted. And they're done really well. And Bethesda, you're not going to make a better game than Uncharted.
Hey, man. Somebody could come along and knock Uncharted off the high horse, man. I don't know.
Think so.
You can't.
Bethesda is a really great game studio. If they did pull it off and it was a success, then Xbox, don't they own Bethesda?
They do.
So that would be like they would have a direct competitor now that they're not making Uncharted games anymore. They would finally have...
But it'd be like too late at that point.
They'll be like, see, look, we have a... Like, nah, we're past that. It's The Last of Us now.
That's my old stuff. Check out the new...
Yeah, see, he agrees. Uncharted is incredible. That's why I got Nathan Drake over my shoulder over here.
Yeah. And he said Lego Indiana Jones is already incredible, so... We don't need a real Indiana Jones.
Lego Indiana.
Yeah.
But they said it's their dream or their bucket list. That's what they said. Bucket list dream for Bethesda. So does that mean they're going to work on it, or is this just like one of those questions that they ask? If you could create any game, blah, blah, then they say Indiana Jones, but they don't really have any plans on making it. Did you watch the Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like every studio wants to do like something different outside of the norm or what they normally do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I say that too. Like Square Enix, when they had Eidos Montreal, who was, Crystal Dynamics, my bad.
Okay.
Who was in charge of Tomb Raider and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But then they branched out and they were like, hey, we want to do a Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Okay.
And, that was different. But it ended up being one of the best games that I've ever
Yeah,
played.
it seems like whenever they do branch out, that it becomes like a passion project, and it becomes really, really well done. Like
It depends.
Arkham Asylum.
Because they did do the Avengers as well. That didn't turn out too well.
They weren't passionate about that one.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
That was different for that studio at that time.
For Rocksteady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then more recently with the Spider-Man, Insomniac.
Yeah.
Because they were doing like Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah, they got Ratchet and Clank, and I think that was it.
And then they all of a sudden did Spider-Man. And I would have thought, what was the guys that did Sunset Overdrive?
That was also Insomniac.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so, I mean, actually Sunset Overdrive does kind of look like I would look at that gameplay and think they could make a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, based off of how they move across the map and all that stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, those games did well. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't think anybody's asking for it, but if news came out that they were working on a Indiana Jones game, I could see some people being excited about that. But then again, it would probably be older people
Definitely.
because kids don't watch Indiana Jones.
Not unless their parents put them onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be super excited about that.
They're like, who's that? Who's this old guy? Harrison who? Only Harrison I know is from Dexter. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Next topic. All right, these are rapid fire ones. Here's a great gift.
Oh, man.
This was on everybody's wish list.
Oh, man. You
hoodie.
know you got to get one of these for
A
Christmas.
hoodie for your Xbox controller. I know you don't like seeing them lay around naked. So here you go. You got a black one, and you could get it in white. Go ahead. Let's see what the white one looks like. There you go. I would get the white one. Actually, I wouldn't get either of them.
You know why?
But if I
know
did
why
get one
this
of them,
exists?
I would get the white one. Why? Because of Christmas?
No. It's because Xbox knows that you ain't playing their games. So like, hey, here's something to get some use out of your console.
Hey, don't let that controller collect dust.
Yeah.
Put a hoodie on that controller while you play PlayStation games. Because the PlayStation controller is warm.
Yeah.
When your hands are getting sweaty.
Yeah, because you're
Hold on.
always touching it.
Yeah, you're always
Xbox
gripping.
controller's just sitting there, getting all cold from the plastic, just sitting.
Here, we make some hoodies for them.
Gotta have something to help them remember us.
Anyway, there you go. If you want to buy a hoodie for your controller, $25 on the Xbox Gear Shop.
And it's one size.
One size fits all
They
controllers.
made a point to put that on there. Like there would be a medium and large.
All right, go ahead.
man.
Next topic.
Oh, Microsoft.
This is rapid fire now. Microsoft merger is only chance for Activision games to come to a subscription. So basically, they said if whatchamacallit, Activision does not get acquired by Microsoft, they don't plan on having their own subscription. Kind of like what's the other company? Ubisoft. Ubisoft came out with their own like subscription thing.
Oh yeah,
There's PlayStation.
All those game companies have it. EA has it.
EA has one. Yeah. So Activision is basically saying we're not doing that. We have no plans on doing it. The only way that would ever happen is if they got acquired by Microsoft and Microsoft made it part of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Or something. If that doesn't
Which they're
happen.
definitely gonna do.
Yeah.
There is no way they're not gonna do that.
And if that doesn't happen though, which it probably will, then they have no plans of becoming a subscription service. All right, go ahead to the next one. This is just a quick look at all the character posters. So Super Mario Brothers got a new trailer a few days ago. Did you watch the second trailer, by the way?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
It was great.
Let's go ahead and pull it up just in case someone in the chat hasn't seen it. Open up a new tab real quick. And we'll go to YouTube and then just type in Super Mario trailer. Hey, look, it's us.
Yeah. What's your only gripe with the trailer?
Go back. We don't want to watch this guy talk about the trailer. That one. Yeah, the second one. Wait, what's this?
What in the world?
Why won't they just show us the trailer? Just type in, go down, official trailer.
What are all these news articles?
Yeah, Good Morning America.
Oh,
and all
Illumination. That's it.
that. Click it.
That's from the actual studio.
Yeah. We'll have it on mute. He goes, my gripe with the trailer, he goes, let's go.
So
How are you going to say let's go?
So
with
you're dude, the voices. The voices are taking me out of it.
let's go.
But he does do a good wahoo.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wahoo!
At the end when they're like, well, I'll let it get to that part. But
No, when he walks out there, he goes, let's go.
let's go.
No, see, even yours was better because you had an accent. He just says let's go with no accent.
I mean, it's Chris Pratt, man. It's Star-Lord.
Princess Peach. We finally get our first look at Princess Peach.
Yeah, and in a battle outfit.
Yeah, that's the one she wears in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I've seen that outfit before. And then this is the actual level from the game. Oh, is that where he does the wahoo?
No. It's coming up.
And this level, I remember this level from, this is from the very first Mario Brothers. I'm sure they've had other fish levels. She doesn't eat the flower?
No, she just rubs it and the fire just transfers to her hand.
See, whenever you got those power-ups, the mushroom, the flower, I always assume Mario ate them.
Yeah.
I guess he was just brushing past them.
I think it was just because of the technology at the time. It couldn't.
And Mario Kart.
It was right here. So you can see they're on Rainbow Road.
Right.
And then right around here. Yeah.
Oh, wahoo. Okay.
And he actually, if you watch the trailer and hear it, he actually goes, woohoo! Like, and I was like, oh man, that's the most Mario sounding thing that Chris Pratt did in the whole the whole trailer so far, or anything that was shown. Even like everybody sounds kind of like nobody sounds like how anybody would picture them. Luigi doesn't sound like Luigi. Princess Peach does not sound like Princess Peach at all.
It's a tough one because this is going to be a full movie. So, and the way Mario's voice has been done in the Mario games, there's never any dialogue. So first, we don't really know what their voices are like. Like even with Bowser, you just get
yeah.
So you don't get like, and then you get the text boxes. So he makes like the sound of what the emotion is supposed to be, but it's never any dialogue. So you hear him like laugh or growl or something.
You get ad libs.
Yeah, and the same with Mario. He never has any dialogue. It'll be a text box, and it'll be the yippee wahoo.
And the same with Link.
Yeah,
and
same with
Samus.
Link. So
all these Nintendo characters.
Yeah, Donkey Kong and all this. So now to take these, like that voice for 2 hours is gonna be hard. And even if somebody did pull it off, it would be maybe annoying to listen to for 2 hours. To somebody to talk like this for the whole movie, yahoo!
I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind that.
I mean,
that's true. Yeah, Mickey does. Yeah, that basically did sound like Mickey.
come on, guys. Oh.
Yeah, they should have just got the Mickey voice actor and have him do Mario and add some yippies and wahoos in there.
Yeah, because honestly, I think with the amount of backlash that the voice actors are getting based off of the trailers and stuff, it's obvious like that's what people actually want. They want that Mario voice.
That's true.
Even though it would be difficult, that's what they would want to see and hear.
And then if they got it, then they would complain that it's annoying.
Well, some people probably would.
Yeah. The problem is not the voice. The problem is people like to complain.
I think the point is no matter what, you can't make everybody happy. Like the trailer.
Yeah.
But I think everybody's just afraid to admit that this movie is going to be awesome.
I think it is. I think this is going to be, at least it's going to be fun.
I'm definitely taking my kids to see it.
Yeah.
They'll actually understand this, unlike all the other movies I take them to.
All right, go ahead. Let's go back to the movie, the character posters. So now that this trailer came out, if you haven't seen it, you've seen it now, kind of, without sound. And these are the different character posters. We got Luigi for some reason.
With his haunted mansion look with the flashlight.
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion. And Donkey Kong, who looks like a teenager for some reason.
Did not expect him to be in the movie.
Yeah, me either. I was surprised when I
Yeah.
saw him on that classic, the original arcade Donkey Kong platform. Yeah, Toad, Bowser, and Princess Peach. Which poster would you put up in your room?
Which poster?
Yeah.
Honestly, probably the Toad one. I don't know why, but I like all the little fire flowers in the background.
Okay. With the sunset, the purple sunset.
It
And
just
stuff.
looks cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Let me see. I wasn't gonna say Toad, but now that you said it and you explained it, now you sold me on it. So
What
yeah,
can I say?
I'm gonna put Toad up in my bedroom as well. If I was a young
I got
lad.
a degree in advertising.
All right, go ahead. Next topic. This is supposed to be rapid fire. This is more like kind of fast fire.
Yeah, we turned that into an actual topic.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Final Fantasy 16 producer.
Naoki Yoshida will be at the Game Awards next week for a special live presentation. What does this mean? More than likely, he's going to demo the game, which is going to be awesome because they've only been doing trailers of gameplay and stuff, but we've never seen the game played.
Oh, yeah.
So
They haven't done that in a while. They used to do that a lot. Go on stage and do
Yeah.
a little tech demo, a little gameplay demo.
that was the attraction of E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That was it.
And then sometimes we get to see the game bug out live. That was awesome.
Now, I remember watching Shigeru Miyamoto play Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, man.
And then I got the game, and then I went back later and saw like footage of him playing it and realized how terrible he was. I'm like, why is he playing it like that? But you don't notice when you haven't played the game.
Yeah.
Like all the things you could have done, you know? You're just watching it like, oh, okay, it looks fun.
Yeah, plus the way they play it, they're just doing that to showcase real quick in the best way possible.
Right. Yeah, they're not like sprinting and like sliding. Like, because you'd be like, what the heck is going on?
Is that all you can do? But yeah, the rumor is that we're possibly going to get a release date and pre-orders may be going live for Final Fantasy 16 during the Game Awards after Yoshida presents. So I'm really excited about that because for me, ever since the PlayStation 5 was announced and we had our first state of play where they were like showcasing all the titles, Final Fantasy 16 is at the top of my list. The very top.
And I know it's at the top of a lot of people's lists. So
Yeah.
that'll be a really exciting one. A big story if that happens.
And this will be the 16th time that this fantasy was not final.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Speaking of movie posters, we got another one. The Last of Us. Or I guess TV show posters.
It actually showcases more characters that I don't think were shown yet.
Yeah, so that's Bill. I just realized that this is the guy who gets angry and throws his computer in the dumpster. You know that meme?
From The Office?
Not The Office. It's some
Right.
other show, Parks and Rec, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not Parks and Rec. I don't know. Some other
might
show.
be Parks and Rec.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one where he just like unplugs his computer. He carries it out. And just
Yeah.
doesn't. That's him. Did you realize that?
No.
Yeah, because I think he's bigger in there in that show, and he looks smaller here.
He got
In shape
in
for
shape
this.
for the role.
Even though the role required a big guy, because Bill was pretty fat.
Yeah.
And so he should have just stayed the way he was, and he got in shape. Anyway, let's go to the next poster. That's Henry.
Henry. Lamar Johnson. I don't know who that is, but he looks like a Henry
He looks like a Henry for sure.
from
Go
The
ahead.
Last of Us.
And this is Sam, his little brother.
Kayvon Woodard.
Go back.
Is it Woodard? It is Woodard.
Yeah. Why? What's that around his eyes? I don't get that.
A superhero mask?
Oh, I heard he's gonna be. Is he gonna be deaf or blind? They're adding some disability to him.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're just trying to like have representation or if they found some way that this adds to the story or what.
Or maybe he has skin discoloration.
He also has a orange bucket of paint below him. And then his eyes are painted orange. You notice that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there. This has nothing to do with the game.
Maybe he painted his face like a superhero.
He doesn't have any disability in the game as far as like hearing or seeing. He does get a disability later when he has the cordyceps virus.
I was gonna say that.
I stole your joke.
You jumped
yeah,
on.
I heard it. I heard it in your head.
But yeah, he's gonna be playing Sam.
He's gonna be Sam. Let's go ahead to the next one. Last one we got is Tommy, who looks a lot younger
Yeah.
than Game
I
Tommy.
don't know how I feel about this Tommy guy. Probably the same way I feel about Ellie.
Yeah, actually, no. I feel like he's a better Tommy than Ellie is. Ellie.
Really?
Yeah,
He
for
ain't
sure.
got no scruff.
I know, but
Tommy had
it's
the
okay
scruff.
because he's a supporting character. Ellie's a main character. She can't not look like Ellie.
I was gonna say it could have borrowed it from Pedro, but Pedro got the Apache beard going on, so probably couldn't lend much of his beard hairs out. But Bill had a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, those
Yeah.
are our character posters. All right, if you had to put one of these in your room, which one are you putting in your room?
Poster wise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna represent for the Africans, baby. I'll probably put Henry up there.
Henry? I'm going to have to go with Bill. Henry's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Henry looked like he just burglared somebody's house, and I was joking.
Henry, I like his character.
He got that nice duffel bag.
He had a lot of responsibility. He tried to stay upbeat.
He was very family
But
oriented.
he had a lot on his shoulders, but he never tried to look down for his brother. So he always tried to keep it upbeat and, not show he was stressing.
Yeah. Till his brother went out. And
All right, we got one more.
Spoiler! No.
Go ahead. You tell them about this.
Okay, so this right here is just a little spotlight, okay? We just wanted to show this off a little bit. This is an indie game by a studio that probably nobody's ever heard of called Moonwell Games, and they are making an indie sprite game. It looks like it's going to be like an action side-scroller, beat 'em up. They've got a bunch of different little animations that they're kind of putting on their Twitter page. If you scroll down, there's some other ones too. This is just like some of the little fighting animations. They got, a lot of these videos. But yeah, apparently they've been working on this game since 2020.
Dang.
So it's been in development for 2 years. They don't list specifically what platforms they're trying to reach as far as the games. So I don't know.
The easiest one would probably be PC because they're probably developing the game on a PC. So
Yeah,
the easiest platform to release to would just be put it on Steam.
Yeah, but a lot of these indies tend to end up getting support. Yeah, Steam is like one of those things that supports indies heavily. Steam is loaded with indies, but Xbox supports indies, PlayStation supports them.
Yeah.
Like,
Switch.
you go on the PlayStation store, there's tons of indies in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You look at them, you're like, man, this looks okay, but I don't want to risk it. But this game actually, to me, looks pretty cool. They got a bunch of...
The animations look really cool.
Yeah.
Like the jacket floating around in the wind.
There's a lot of imagine Mega Man having these animations.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. You know how crazy I would have went on my Super Nintendo? Oh man, Mom, look at these. This is next gen right here.
Yeah, the animation on the jacket specifically is what's catching my eye. And it looks really cool.
Yeah. It's like everything's moving.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what they're gonna end up making the story out of. The game is apparently gonna be called Last Ditch Effort.
Okay.
But yeah, just wanted to spotlight that. If you want to look it up in your own time, like I said, Last Ditch Effort. Studio is called Moonwell Games.
Branching story with timeline.
Yeah, with time travel.
Oh, time travel.
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, read travel as a line. That's not how line is spelled.
It's okay. You were probably thinking about the Loki show.
All right, I guess that wraps it up for this episode. As usual, thank you for joining us. If you're here for the live, Douse of H, I know who you are, H. I am him. And
Hey.
if you're going to be watching the recording, thanks for watching the recording as well. Go ahead.
And hey H, maybe you could send us some tips so we can fill these glasses. Fill them with your money. No.
Thanks for joining us again. We will see you guys next week on another episode. Until then, peace.
See ya.
People don't get to hear our outro music for